all of them align with the sun. So we see God's son on December 25th. His reasoning behind the so-called birth, which even as I get further into this presentations, the Romans, they just guesstimated at the they just guesstimated at the Council of Nicaea. Just put anything up there, they gonna believe it anyway. That's what they were saying. This right here, just a little bit more astrology. Virgo. This is a symbol of Virgo in Latin. Virgo means house of bread. This is therefore why you have the wheat, and actually Bethlehem translates into the house of bread. So the death of the sun. The sun was at its lowest point December 22nd for 3 days, and then rise up on December 25th. So it's no coincidence there. And 12, the number 12 has so much significance. The 12 tribes, 12 months, 12 disciples, 12 sons of Jacob, 12 judges of Israel, 12 prophets. It's just repeated. 12 is repeated over and over again. Why? We have 12 constellations, and from these constellations we have these zodiac signs, Aries, and carrying on. And this is how we was telling time. There go the clock right here. This is how we was telling time, basically. Just some more pictures for you to look at. And this is when we start getting the symbolism coming in. If you look at the illumination coming from off that picture from, I guess, the sun in the middle, the earth, and this is what they made up of it. It's the same concept. That's God's son. They put a character there, and it's repeated again. You see it here. Even the church that I work at, they have this symbol right on top of it's a Catholic church. They have their symbol right on top of the church. If you go everywhere, you're gonna see that same symbol, and they got that symbol from off of the astrological for the zodiac calendar. And there's various scriptures. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but there's various scriptures that supports the fact that the son indeed was God's son, S-U-N, not God's son, S-O-N. It wasn't that. So it says in John 9:5 that as long as I'm here, as long as I'm in the world, I'm the light of the world. And brother, as you were saying earlier, the sun is the light. Without the sun, where would we be? We'd be somewhere shivering and shaking, like the Caucasians was over there up in the mountains.
The Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah, so, and it says here, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you. This is so basically from that, it's like every single morning the sun comes and creates a place for us. And it says here in Romans 13:12, let us cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Excuse me. So, and it's various scriptures. I can keep on reading through the scriptures. I'm not even going to keep on going through that, but I'm just going to let you know there is scriptural evidence, stuff that's documented. I want to get to the horns. I just wanted the thorns, excuse me. The sun rays, these are the rays from the sun, and from this, the thorns was basically personified, I guess, or from the rays of the sun, basically. Moving on. Oh boy. They have various scriptures. Again, I'm not going to go through all of them, but there's various scriptures that touch on the coming of the age, the transformation, the beginning of a new age. In Matt 28:20 it says, I am with you always to the very end of the age. And we knew a long time ago before somebody, I don't even know who, came along and created a clock that we got to look at to stay up in this gridlock. But we knew time, we knew ages, and we knew that every 2,150 years that a new age would come about. And it was basically the precession of the equinoxes, and it was a precession because on the zodiac calendar it moved backwards. And so right now we're in the age of the Pisces. You keep on hearing, well, I'm going to say you keep on hearing, you can see visually fish. You always see the description of fish and Jesus in those fish. I'm going to get to that slide in a second, but just an example would be when Moses came down with the 10 Commandments, which was a knockoff of Mayat's 42 laws. You know, so that was stolen in the first place. But when he came down, they was worshiping a false idol. It was actually going from the age of the Taurus into the age of the Aries. And Brother Chase was saying in the previous lecture how Horus his symbol was the ram. I didn't look too much into that, but I do know that the Jewish people to this day, they still blow the horn, the ram's horn. Yes, it's symbolism, and that is no coincidence with that. And like I said, that we're in the age of the Pisces. It says in Matt 14:17, we only have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And then here goes the picture. Jesus, I'm sure you've seen this on a lot of people's cars, but I don't think, well, me personally, 4 years ago, I wasn't paying attention to say, what's the symbolism of this? It's something behind it. You know, it's not just, it's a reason for everything. So, I'm going to move on into the next slide that talks about the transition of the ages. That's why everything moving so fast nowadays, because they know time is running out. It says in Luke 22:10, behold, when ye are entered into the city, there shall be a man that meets you bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house where he entered. And here is the zodiac picture of the Aquarius with a pitcher of water. So it's no coincidence with that. And I like this slide right here because I just kind of went through briefly. I wasn't trying to go into depth with how a lot of religion is based on astrology, astronomy, and other various matters. But these are images of stars, tattoos. If you notice, I want everybody in this room, when you leave from here, please, when you walk on the street, see how you start to notice a lot more tattoos of stars. I'm seeing a lot of it. I could have did a collage. I just wanted to show a few because we trying to get back in tune. We trying to get back in tune, but through tattooing yourself, that's not the measure. And the Bible, I just wanted to show this picture. It really wasn't even just to get into the introduction of what Carter G. Woodson was talking about as far as the Bible was concerned. First, he was saying how we shouldn't take away credit from Mesopotamia or Greece or Rome, but we should give equal credit to the kingdoms of Cush, Kemet, Shanti, Songhai, and various others. I could keep on going down the list. And also that we should acknowledge that we were practicing the teachings of Christianity, of Christ and all of that way before, a long time ago. And so he has a quote. I'm going to read this quote directly. I found it quite interesting and intriguing. he says educated Negroes gets less and less pleasure from the church, not on the account of its primitiveness and its increasing corruption, but because he knows that it is controlled by his oppressors. And I'm going to get into that, how it's